Yo. Day 3 of grading NBA teams off-season. That's kind of ironic. The team that I have today is going to be the Chicago Bulls. And we haven't done jack shit, right? We drafted Noah Senge. We signed Yuki Kayamura, the 5'7" guard from he played with Memphis last year. The guy that be with Ja. And we re-signed Trey Jones. And I think that's it, man. We haven't done anything. Josh Giddey is still out there. And I just read last night that we're not even close to signing anyone or signing him. Like they haven't agreed on a contract. I'm pretty sure it's the money per year, not the years. I'm pretty sure it's Giddey wants 30. Bulls are probably giving him 20 to 25. So it's tough, man. It's tough being a Bulls fan because just a few years ago I'm not one to say that we were going to win a championship or we were going to do anything in the playoffs, but we were number 1 seed a few years ago. Lonzo gets hurt. Everything goes downhill. We're a 6 seed. We lose in 5 games to the Bucks. Then we go on the next 3 years to be a play-in team and lose every single time. And we haven't been good since. It's just tough, bro. It's tough. If I knew this was how this was going to be, I would have said, you know what, screw it. Let's keep Zach LaVine. Let's just run with Zach. Try to build a competent team around him, because I've seen people say that Zach LaVine is one of the empty stats guy. I can't agree. Zach LaVine not being a winner, I can't agree. I watched Zach LaVine for, 7 years here in Chicago, 6.5, 7 years in Chicago. I can't say that he's not a winner. I'd say the same thing. It's like, if I know we're only going to win 30 to 35 to 40 games a year, and we're going to be a play-in team or even miss the play-in, why am I going to play defense, right? Why am I going to give my all on defense if no one else is going to give their all on defense? Zach LaVine can defend. We saw it in the 2021 Olympics that he can defend. He can get to the bucket. We saw in 2021 when we had Lonzo, DeMar, Caruso, Patrick Williams was hurt, Kobe White was hurt. We had a solid 3. We had a solid 3 to 4 guys that can play defense. Zach LaVine was getting down, averaging like 23, 24 points per game. Was playing defense, was playmaking. We saw that. We saw that Zach LaVine being a really efficient, being a really impactful guy. And when Lonzo goes down, it goes from, I'm playing off the ball, to me and DeMar are playing the 1-2 game. Lonzo can't play make for us. We have Kobe White, who is a guy that's going to go get a bucket. So it's hard. And then his first few years, his second best player was Lauri Markkanen. And nothing against Lauri. He was solid for us. He wasn't the guy that he is now. I really wish that we could have got the all-star version of Lauri Markkanen. But I'm not going to talk about that. We, in 2020, I think it was 2020 or 2021, we made a trade to get Vucevic. We traded Wendell, 2 first-round picks that ended up being Franz Wagner, and I think Anthony Black, or was it Jet Howard? I can't remember the draft picks. But we made that trade. We missed the playoffs because the only reason I say we missed the play-in is because Zach LaVine got COVID for the second time that year, and he missed the last 3 games, and I think we would have made the play-in. Do I think we would have won? I don't think so, but we would have made the play-in, and it would have been so much better. And we get Lonzo, we get Caruso, we get DeMar, and we're the number 1 seed throughout All-Star break, and then everything just goes downhill. So I can't say that Zach LaVine is not a winning player. Obviously, Sacramento, his plus-minus, his on-off numbers are bad because Sacramento was not good. And even throughout his Bulls tenure, his on and off numbers are not good. I think they're better with him off the court, but it's an eye test. I hate going into advanced stats. I hate going into stuff like that because I feel like it's based on eye test. I really do think most of this is based on eye test. if advanced stats were never a thing, ever, which I wish they weren't, because people look into it and just it's just people say Kobe was an inefficient player. People say that I'm not even going to get into the Kobe thing because people are pissing me off disrespecting Kobe. But it's just, man, Zach LaVine's a winning player. He hasn't been able to win because they haven't put a good team around him. You saw when we had a good team around him, even if he was the second best player, probably third or fourth most impactful because Alonzo was that impactful that year. We were the number 1 seed, and having a true point guard with Lonzo Ball or with Zach LaVine really helped. But I went off in a horrible tangent talking about Zach LaVine and him being a winning player. But the Bulls, Josh Giddey has not re-signed, and it's kind of scary because we're tied with the Kuminga thing. I hope we can get rid of him. There's no trade market for Vucevic, even though I think the Warriors could really use him. If we sign Josh Giddey and Jonathan Kuminga, and we trade Patrick Williams and Vucevic to the Golden State Warriors in a sign and trade for Kuminga, I don't think he's going to get that much money. But if we can get someone that has a bigger contract, so we can send both of them there, I think that would help the Golden State Warriors a lot. But I'm giving the Bulls like a D+. I'm giving the Bulls a D+ because I think Kobe White could take an all-star leap, especially with all the injuries in the East. Do I think we're going to make the playoffs? No, but I think throughout the first half of the season, I think we could be really good because we have a Modest, who I think is going to be one of the most improved guys. People forget, Modest Buzelis was projected number 1 2 years ago in the draft with Alex Sarr, Zachary Reese-Sachet, Jared McCain, Stephon Castle. He was projected number 1. But he had a bad G League year, and that's what plummeted his draft stock. He was supposed to be the number 1 guy. He was supposed to be number 1 pick, and he fell all the way to 13 to the Chicago Bulls. So I'm happy about that. I love Modest. I think he could take a most improved type of leap, and hopefully within the next year or two he can become a consensus. That's how I'm saying it. All-star. I think him and Kobe White and Josh Giddey, I think, could be really good. We just got to get rid of Vucevic. I think the starting lineup with Josh Giddey, Kobe, Modest, Noah Senge, and a solid center right there, I think could be really good for us if we can make the right moves. But this front office has showed that they're not making the right moves. I'm giving it a D+, like I said, just because we got Kobe still. We have Modest Buzelis, who I think can be our franchise guy in the next few years if they make the right moves. And if we re-sign Josh Giddey, I think it can go to like a C+ to a B- because Josh Giddey was that good last year. I did enjoy watching Josh Giddey last year for the Chicago Bulls, especially him and Kobe White playing that 1-2, him being that playmaker, him being able to hit some threes, him being able to drive to the basket. The only thing the 2 things Josh Giddey needs to work on is be a solid defender. Can't be a guy that gets blown by every time, and then he needs to be able to hit his shots consistently. That is what Josh Giddey needs. He needs to be able to hit those catch and shoot threes off the pick and roll. Even if he gets elite in the mid range, I need you to at least shoot the threes and at least make 30 to 35% of threes. That's what Josh Giddey needs to do. And, I think we could definitely do that. Noah Senge, I think, could have a really good year. If he is playing for us, I've seen that he's playing for us, and I've seen that he's not. I don't know what's going on with Noah Senge, but I hope feel like he could be a smaller version of, like, a Joakim Noah. A guy that just plays elite defense, can grab rebounds. And I know the poster in the Summer League, blah, 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 blah. Posters happen. LeBron's been dunked on. Kobe's been dunked on. I'm pretty sure Jordan's been dunked on 1 or 2 times. And if not, then that just shows he's the GOAT. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, Bulls get a D-, or no, not a D-, a D+, just because we have Noah Senge and we have Modest and Kobe White. And if we re-sign Josh Giddey, I think that does go up to like a C+, maybe a B-. But yeah, that is it for this one.